Hello, welcome to this video. This is for a writing desk. It's a commission piece. The client wants us, got this old desk. You can see it was a bit battered. I don't know how well you can see, but the veneer was chipped badly. There was a hinge was gone was broken clearly on the flap. It was a bit tatty, although the furniture itself is solid, which is good. So it was really the commission was to kind of take down the dark wood, bring it up to a light. It's to go in a room, in a sort of Victorian style room. The remit was that it was going to match sort of a navy blue and gold effect. Ultimately, that's where the room was going to end up. So the outside was to be taken down to a light color, like a light oak finish. The handles on it, the original wooden handles, are broken anyway, so I'm replacing those with a kind of a high polished brass, but a gold look. And the inside, as I say, so the outside would be an oak. The inside is going to be a navy or an Oxford navy paint I've used, with some gold trim, and the end result you'll see is going to look pretty. It looks pretty good. I think as you go through, most of this is just watching me sand and restore this thing, bring it back to life. So enjoy that. But I thought I'd give you a story. So the link's a little bit tenuous, but we'll go in the navy theme again. So we're using a navy blue in this, and that's where it's going. So it's a great opportunity to tell you about a ancient relative of mine, talking 8, I think, or possibly 9 generations back, in fact. And it was the admiral of the fleet, Matthew Aylmer, first Baron Aylmer. He was born in 1650 until 1720 when he died. Now, an interesting fact, you may or may not agree, is that my name is Paul Aylmer Adams, and all the men in the last 9 generations, as far as I know anyway, are all called Aylmer Adams. In tribute to this man who's basically changed history, or did his bit to change history. The story was he was actually one of the he was a Royal Navy officer and a Whig politician of the day, and he sat in the English and British House of Commons between 1695 and 1720 when he died. And Matthew Aylmer was one of the captains who sent a letter to Prince William of Orange that had landed in Torbay, and assuring the prince that the captain's support, and ultimately led to the Royal Navy switching alliance to the prince, and that was the Glorious Revolution of November 1688. And if you may or may not know your history, but basically that's when, at the time, we had a bit of a tyrant. James II was on the throne, a Catholic king, who was basically sort of dispensing with anyone that disagreed with him, and he was ruling with an iron stick. So anyway, for the Glorious Revolution, as soon as the Navy swapped alliance, then he had no support, and he basically did a runner. The throne was left empty, and the historic reference of this, the significance of this, is that the throne was then offered to Prince William and Mary II, but with conditions, with less power. So at that point, this is kind of the switching point where Parliament took control of the country instead of the monarchy. So they had some power, but it was really the Parliament that was ultimately then led to government and people power. That was sometime later, but it was really the beginning of the end of the monarchy ruling the country, really. And that was the significance. So that was, as I say, 9 generations ago. Anyway, there's the bureau. You can see it's finished, all done, and thanks for listening.